All right, I'm just walking along this little running water and everything, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually just sitting there right on top of that gray stone right there in the middle. It's actually just a gastropod that's sitting there. Got a little bit of moss on it, but hey, it's nice. It's in pretty good shape. It's probably was bigger than that at one point in time, maybe, but gonna add that to my collection. Once again, not gonna be able to hunt here, so everything I find that's worth anything, I'm gonna be taking home. So let's get some more fossils. Hey everyone, it's been a little slow this morning. Still sprinkling on me. Kind of was a little heavier just a couple minutes ago, but so I'm still looking. Still remember this is heavily picked area and kind of glancing down. But there's another gastropod for us to get. He's a little guy. Let's pull him out and take a look at him. Oh, that one's in pretty good shape too. So it's yeah, that one's in pretty good shape too. Not too beat up. So we'll keep looking. Hopefully we'll find some more stuff. Haven't made it to the hot spot yet, but I'm kind of really looking over this area quite well just to make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, we're up a little bit further. Checking this little hill right here. Some debris and stuff on it. And I've looked at this many times. But with maybe just a little bit of rain we have had recently, we have a vertebrae right there. So we'll go ahead and pick this up. Let you take a look at it. It's a nice little piece there. And then over here, I think we have another piece of vertebrae underneath this. And yes, we do. There's another little piece. Good. Me and my sisters went out last weekend. We found a couple really small vertebrae, a little smaller than this actually. I'll show them maybe in the video if I think about it. So I'm almost where I need to be to hopefully find some really good stuff, but I'm happy with this. This is awesome, so I'm going to keep looking. Alrighty, folks, we're still looking about the same area as just in the last section, and I believe we have another, at least, piece of a vertebrae here. Actually, we do. Wow, that one's quite heavy. As you can tell, that one is beat up. River's done a number on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's not pyrite. It's a completely different feel than the other ones that I find. So once I get that washed up, get it home, look at it a little bit closer, it'd be really cool if it was pyrite. We'll find out. All right, we're right there and found the piece of vertebrae that was really beat up. Might be pyrite. I'm gonna have to take a look at it. And it kind of came in this way a little bit, and right here on top we got some vertebrae. Right here. Those, look, it's actually two vertebrae. They're still attached to each other. Wow. It doesn't look like a mosasaur vertebrae. Hang on a second. Let's wash it off a little bit. Does not look, and actually it doesn't even look like a fish vertebrae, so I might actually ask for some assistance on this one to see what it is. But that's pretty cool. Well, all right, we were right there when we found those attached vertebrae, the two that are next to each other. So I'm going to look at this. I'm not really sure. Hoping it's something, but let's take a look. Oh, it's an end piece of a vertebrae where you can see where it's been busted off right here. And that's the socket piece that will go in the front. So, too bad the rest of it wasn't there. Well, this must be the spot, actually, because here we go again. Not sure if it is or not, but we're going to take a look at it and see. Yes, that is definitely bone. Another piece of a vertebrae that's really beat up. So they're probably coming from way up the river. The river actually flows towards me from that direction and goes for miles. So they must be coming up from that area. And a little out of breath here. I had to double time it up here to make sure, because it started raining a little heavier. I didn't want to get stuck in the river. So, but it's died down a little bit now. So we'll keep looking, see what else we can find. Alrighty, folks, we might have found our first tooth. We are heading back. And I'm going to pick this up. We had that other one earlier that wasn't a tooth, remember? So let's check this one out just to see. Oh yeah, definitely a piece of a tooth. A little broken off on the top. Of course, it doesn't have the bottom of it, but that's a tooth of one of those big fish. So I'll be taking that with me. I'm going to keep looking. Seems to be a pretty good area right here where all this stuff is built up. It's still kind of the same spot where I found this last vertebrae. So let's see what else we can find. Okay, I just found this tiny fish vertebrae. I'm looking through some of this gravel material that's around here just to see if I can find any teeth, actually. And then, so I found that, and then just a couple feet away is another pretty beat up vertebrae from a bigger fish. So I'll keep kind of looking through here, see if I can find anything else. We might have some luck, but that is definitely the smallest fish vertebrae I have found. All right, I think we found our second tooth for the day. This one's actually a rather large one. If it is a tooth, let's pull it up after I learned my lesson last time thinking that other one was. But you can see it right here. And let's take a look at it. Oh yeah, definitely a tooth. That's a good sized tooth right there. Wow, that must have been one heck of a big fish that they came off of. So I will get it cleaned up and look at it a little closer when we get it home. Alright, I think we found another large tooth. It's right here. Yep. Wow, I wonder how close in size and everything this one is to the other one. I mean, it's not that far away from the other one. It was probably 15-20 yards up the river a little bit. But we're going to add that to our collection. Hey everyone, I got everything home, got it cleaned up, and I'm going to kind of review what we found. I actually had a really good day. Considering we haven't had heavy rain, although it was kind of sprinkling on me while I was out there, we haven't had anything really to push a lot of material around. This is actually the same area where I'm finding all my other stuff that's going to be going away here in probably starting next month. Hopefully we get some heavy rain before then. I can go really pick it over again before then. But so we found some pretty cool stuff, and I want to show it to you real quick. That right there, right here, and that's actually a piece of an ammonite, believe it or not. That's in the black, which is, I only have like one other one of those, so I kept that. Just a bivalve there, gastropod, another gastropod. This right here I have, it's got a little point to it. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it's not a tooth. It's actually like a clam or an oyster. I do have one smaller one of that. Then we have the larger gastropod I was able to find. Two pieces of baculite that I actually do like. Got the nice jigsaw pattern to them. You can actually see it pretty well there. And then a larger piece, and I like the back side of this one. Even though it's kind of beat up, you can actually see where it actually came together. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then, yeah, you have this piece of baculite here, which you can see the puzzle pattern again, right? Which is really cool. It's just kind of neat how they were able to grow the shell and put it together. So then we have our collection of teeth that I was able to find. This round one here, this is part of the mosasaur tooth. It's kind of beat up, but it's the ones, remember, we talked about before where they actually crush shells with it, like the ammonites and so forth. This particular one right here, that is actually a mosasaur, broken mosasaur teeth. Then we have those two large teeth I found fairly close to each other, which is really cool. They're rather large. Can you imagine that fish that thing was in? They said they go up to like 20, 25 feet long, so there's just several of them out there. It starts with the X. I can't pronounce it. I do apologize about that. Then I found that little itty-bitty vertebrae there, little guy. And then I found 3 teeth in a very similar area. And this one little piece of bone right here is about the same area, along with that really messed up fish vertebrae there. So, and then we go to the collection of bones. So I had quite a few, found quite a few. They're all beat up. They're all about the same size. I think what's happened is, since we didn't have a lot of rain, the rain we have is able to push some of the smaller stuff around. This is probably the nicest one of the day, besides the next one I'm getting ready to show you. So that one's pretty complete. Then we have this one. That's the two. Now, so, I was going to look at this and but I cleaned it up, and it's a fish vertebrae. Looks like it was just compressed. Had some weight on her whatsoever, but it's kind of still stuck together. Now, this vertebrae was found similar to in a previous video. I found some other vertebrae that were singed together, but this one is a little bit larger than that. So then we did find one piece of jawbone, which is kind of neat. No teeth in it though, which still waiting to find that. I still need to find that before they shut this river down. I need to find me like a nice Tylosaurus tooth that's got a piece of jawbone attached to it. This is that vertebrae I was thinking, it's kind of heavy for its size and so forth. Maybe it's pyrite. But after I got home, cleaned it up a little bit and looked at it a little bit closer, nah, it's just the material that it's made of. So did find the broken piece of the larger one here. Just some miscellaneous bone fragments. That's a piece of a vertebrae. That's another pretty beat up vertebrae there. And then I wanted to talk to you about, so I went out with my sisters the weekend before. We went to Ladonia Fossil Park. Remember, there was no rain at that point in time. And so I actually was probably 20, 30 yards away from where my sister was. And I found this little guy, right? And so she was actually up the river a little bit further than me, and she found this one. And I thought, wow, they're about the same size. What if they would fit together? And lo and behold, look at that. It's a perfect fit, right? So could they be from the same animal? Sure, they're about the same size. They do fit together. They're relatively found close to each other. And I just think it's really cool that you're able to do that. So, but I really do appreciate you watching. I would love for you to go ahead and subscribe for the channel and put some comments down there if you like. If there's anything you want to see, something different, let me know. Appreciate you watching. Have a good one.